Welcome everyone to today's broadcast. I'm broadcasting from Los Angeles on this beautiful sunny day. And today is June what? What are we? June 13th. 13th actually is a lucky number in my family because both my parents were born on the 13th. They got married on the 13th. And their first child was born on the 13th. So I like number 13. Despite the fact that there's a lot of hype that number 13 is not a good number, but it's definitely been a good number in my family. So, okay. We're going to start doing our third eye activation meditation. And first, what we're going to do is we're going to start to set this up. And once we set it up, it's going to be happening automatically. And what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through our third eye. So you're imagining that air is coming from your third eye and it's going all the way into the center of your brain. So when you breathe it in, it goes in and goes all the way to the center of the brain. And as you breathe out, the air goes up and it hits the interior part of your skull, and the air doesn't come out. It falls down and it cools off your brain. In your imagination, you just breathe in, the air goes in, you breathe out, the air goes up, it hits the interior part of your skull, and air falls down and it cools off your brain. So you imagine a feeling of minty, mint after mint, that kind of taste. And that feeling, cooling off, it's cooling off your brain. So go ahead and do that. Take a breathe in and breathe out. You breathe in and you breathe out. So you're imagining that air is going through your forehead. It goes all the way to the center of your brain. And then the air goes up from here. And then it hits this spot and then it falls down. The air does not come out of your head, and it falls down and it cools off your head. And so what happens is if you do this properly and you do it for a while, you're going to feel pressure at this place, which you're putting pressure on pineal gland. And later on, we're going to talk about pineal gland and its importance. And then some of you may be hearing some cracks because we're bringing energy to the pineal gland, which is the third eye, and we're stimulating it to get activated. So you may be hearing some cracks, and hearing those cracks, it means that pineal gland is decalcifying, and we're breaking down some of the calcification. So go ahead, keep breathing in and out. Breathe in and out very gently. And now imagine as you're breathing in to your pineal gland, pull in a purple light. Imagine that you're breathing in, a purple light is going through your forehead, goes straight to the middle of your brain. So you're breathing it in, you're breathing it out, the air goes up, hits the interior part of your skull and falls down, and it cools off your brain. But you're breathing in and out this purple light. So the next thing we're going to do, now we set this up in motion. This is the motion that this is set up on. Now we're going to do some active meditations as you have your attention on your third eye. You still keep your attention at this point, but you don't need to think about the breathing technique. You're simply breathing from your third eye, but you don't need to do any visualization. You're just simply going to speak a language that it doesn't require thinking. It's a language you don't know. And you open your mouth and you let your mouth to speak. And it's a technique. It's a method to empty your mind from everything. So it's flushing the mind from thoughts. So we will begin. So you just, without trying, start speaking a tongue language. So we begin. Shawakata waka janana sana wana kajagana sana nana jagada wa gajigaju wa gada wara gada gajagana sana nana takachawata kata. Let it out, let it out. Hawa gajagajagana no wari gada wa jigiju wa ganjinga jan jang jangana wari wa gajiga wa jagaja wada. Shawakata waka waka janana kata wari gajana sana wana kana gajijina sana wana kajisa. Hawa gada gada wani ana gajigaji. Wajigaji chan san chan wakata shakata watika chaka wakata shada wataka nagajada wara. Take a deep breath. One more time. Let it out. Just let it out and let things come out. Shawakata washakata washakata wagada wagajagata. Take a deep breath. Keep your attention now on your third eye. Now you do your third eye activation meditation. You breathe in from your third eye when we stop. So keep breathing in. Pull the air in from your third eye. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And let this circular breathing continue. And just keep your attention on one point. Stay focused on one point. This is not a mental activity. This is not something that you want to think. You're simply bringing your attention on one point. You're just focused on one place. The next meditation is a laughing meditation. We're going to be laughing together. Even if you don't feel like laughing, you just laugh and laughter will come. So we start. Keep your attention on the third eye and breathe in and out from your third eye. And as you go through this process, you notice that you're becoming more quiet and more quiet. Your mind quiets down. And the sense of bliss, silence, love begin to take over. Keep breathing in and out from your third eye. And once again. Keep your attention on your third eye and keep breathing in and out from your third eye. Just stay focused. Keep your focus on one point. Don't drift away. You can go into the silence, but if your mind goes somewhere else, just bring your mind focused on one place. Okay, the next step is we're going to stand up and do some active meditation. So we're standing up. We're going to be shaking. We will be shaking as you have your attention on your third eye. We're going to be shaking and making noises. So we're going to start. And be as uninhibited as you can be. Come back here. Keep your attention on your third eye. Keep breathing in and out from your third eye. And just see the purple light is coming in. Breathe in the purple light and breathe out. And the light will go up, hit the interior part of your skull, and fall down and cools off your brain. One more time. Deep breath. Stay back inside to your own center. Come back to the center of yourself. Come back to this point. Bring your attention on your third eye. Stay focused and keep breathing in and out from your third eye. And stay very centered. Don't drift away. Ignore the other world. Nothing else exists right now. And just come back to this place. This place of silence, balance, tranquility. And that's all there is in this moment. You're here in your own center. And keep breathing in and out from your third eye. And nothing else matters right now. This is the only thing that there is. The next meditation is we're going to raise our hands to the sky. It's called hoo-hoo. We're going to start with Yahoo and we move to hoo-hoo. So you have your attention on your third eye while you're doing this. So we're going to start. Yahoo! Come back to your alignment with yourself. Come back to this place. Keep your attention on your third eye. And breathe in and out from this place. Just this place. Now, as you're centered, put your hands on your heart and feel the presence, your own being. As you're putting your hands, you're bringing your hands close to put on your chest area, your heart area. You can feel this energy field around yourself. You can try it with your hands. The aura around you, you can feel it. Feel this presence, the being. Your breath, it's your being, it's your spirit, it's your soul, the living soul within you. Whatever name you want to give this, it's you that is alive and is here. So embrace yourself. Be grateful for who you are. Be grateful for what you have. And have love for yourself, for your being, for your own presence, outside of your stories. Put your story away and just hold yourself and repeat after me. I love myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I love everybody.
I love everybody.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive everybody.
I forgive everybody.
Because I'm love.
Because I'm love.
Because I'm light.
Because I'm light.
Because I'm God.
Because I'm God.
That's why I love myself.
That's why I love myself.
And I forgive myself.
Thank you for getting
I forgive myself.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, you can't. Do you have a present email box? Give me, email address. Give me.
Take a deep breath and be in your own center. Keep breathing in and out from your third eye. Do your special third eye activation meditation while you're feeling your own presence, while you're here hanging out, spending time with your own being, your holy self, the presence of your divine being. You're spending time with your divine being, which is you. So one more time, raise your hands to the sky, and we're going to do the hoo-hoo meditation. Ya.
We're going on this week, following first, yeah, and coming back on Monday. So it's like this.
Take a deep breath. Come back to your own center. Sink in. Bring your attention on your third eye. And breathe in from your third eye. Just breathe in and out. You breathe in, the air goes in. The air goes up, falls down, doesn't come out, it falls down, and it cools off your head. As you're doing this, you may be feeling a little bit wobbly. You're going into a deeper silence. You're entering within yourself, as if you've taken an elevator and you're going into the depth of yourself. You're going into the silence, calmness. You're entering in this inner peace. And you're coming to your own heart. And you're meeting yourself. And repeat after me. I love myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I love everybody.
I love everybody.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive everybody.
I forgive everybody.
Because I'm love.
Because I'm love.
Because I'm light.
Because I'm light.
Because I'm God.
Because I'm God.
That's why I love myself.
That's why I love myself.
And I forgive myself.
And I forgive myself.
I say yes to love.
I say yes to love.
Yes to love.
Yes to love.
Yes.
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 Yay! Stay in your own center. Stay in this place. Keep your attention on your third eye and keep breathing in and out from it. Now you can come back to your seat. Come back to your meditation. Close your eyes. Come back to your third eye meditation. Be in this place. Be quiet. Be in your own center. Stay in your own center. Just be here. All is well. Everything is fine. You're okay. Nothing to worry about. Our divine self, our supreme soul, Her Majesty, Lord God, the creator of all, the creator of the universe, the supreme being, is in control and taking care of everything. There's nothing to worry about. Just stay in your own center and just stay in this place. Keep breathing in and out from your third eye. Know that inner peace is the most important thing in our lives. A quiet mind, a mind which is not any longer in duality, has sunk into the heart, has surrendered to the heart, and it's peaceful and it's quiet. You have come to inner contentment. You have found happiness within yourself, regardless of what is going on in the world. You're peaceful inside. You have come to love yourself and accept yourself as a divine being. And you're happy for that. And that's the most important thing we can have in our lives. Tranquility, balance, inner peace, and self-love. The rest comes and goes. The rest is an object. The rest is conditional. It's there and it's not there. You are who you're looking for. You're the missing piece. You're the missing link. Yourself in this moment. So gently come back to this place, come back to your body again. The goal of the 5th Dimensional Academy of Love and Light is to help us to elevate ourselves, our consciousness, to a higher frequency and to come to this place of complete tranquility and balance. Now, when we raise our vibrations through meditation and we do the work correctly, it becomes very apparent in our auric field, in your eyes, in your face. You can feel it in your hands that you have done the work. It's become also visible. And I can simply show it to you that through the work we do, as we become centered, you come to your own center. You're in this place. You lose your identification with the world outside. You know, things are up or things are down, up and down of things in life. But you're not affected by it. You are in your center. You have found your own center. Therefore, you have freed yourself of events of the world. You have freed yourself of things going your way or not going your way. You get some bad news and ordinary people, they come off of their center and they're miserable because they got bad news. Things are not going their way and they suffer. Or if you get good news and you really enjoy and you're happy and jumping up and down. So it's up and down and up and down. But when you find your center and you come to this place, then you're not affected by ups and downs of life. No matter what happens, you are here. Things don't go your way and fall apart. You're here in happiness, and things, you are gifted with stuff. You're still happy. You're here in this place. You're not depending on something to give you happiness or take your happiness away. You have discovered it within yourself. That's the kingdom of heaven. This is where the kingdom of heaven is. Here, tranquility, inner peace, a quiet mind, a mind which is not busy. It's satisfied. It has come to satisfaction because the mind has surrendered to the heart. Therefore, the mind is quiet. Therefore, the chatterbox has become quiet. It's not running and driving you crazy. Now, when we do the work and our vibration starts to raise, you can feel it in your hands. I can show it to you. It's very easy to experience it. For example, you can bring your hands together, bring your hands close, and this is what we learn in our fifth dimensional quantum healing and awareness training program. It's one of the first things we learn, because I want to show you a basic thing. I want to show you that when you do the work and you're raising your vibrations to a higher frequency, what happens? Now imagine that you have a sponge ball in your hands. You have this sponge ball and you want to press against it. You're pressing against it. As you're pressing against this ball, it's in your hands, you're holding it in your hands, and you're pressing against it, just see at what point you're feeling resistance. As you're pressing against it, at what point you can feel there's tingling going in your hands. Maybe they're getting hot, cold, or you just simply, as you're pressing against this ball, you feel like you can't press any longer. And this is not a mental activity. This is not thinking. It's no thinking. You're simply feeling. It's a feeling. Just feel. Press against this ball. As you're pressing against it, you can feel resistance. It's getting more resistant. But tune into the channel and just feel it. And you can try as many times as you want. You can widen your hands if you want. And you just start pressing against it and just see what happens. You have to go back and forth, go back and forth. You're pressing and see what goes on. All right. Now you can bring your hands down. Anybody's feeling anything? Do you? Yeah? Almost everybody's bringing your hands up. So you are feeling, as you're doing the meditations, active meditations. So as you're doing your active meditation, what happens is you're becoming more quiet because we bring our attention, we're bringing our attention, which the attention is on the other world, we're bringing the attention to the inner world. We're bringing our attention to one-pointedness within ourselves. So as the attention turns into the inner world, we become quiet. The mind becomes quiet. the more your mind becomes quiet, the more the mind sinks into the heart and you come to your center, the higher becomes your vibrations. Your vibration starts to rise. Your auric field starts to expand and brightens up. And you can feel it. Just now, try it. Very simple. Bring your hands close to your head and just stay centered. As you bring your hands closer to your head, just feel. You can go up and down. You bring your hands closer. You can just feel there's an energetic field around you. And you can feel the resistance. And you can go back and forth. You can bring your hand, you can widen your hands. You can make them shorter, smaller, the direction between, the distance between two hands. And just go back and forth. And you can feel tinglings happening in your hands, or you can feel tinglings happening in your face. Something is playing with you, an energy field. Now you can bring your hands back down. Anybody's feeling it? Yeah, almost everybody. Now you try to do this when you're stressing out or you're stuck in the traffic somewhere and you're completely off of your center and you're totally into your mind, or you got some bad news, whatever the news is, and your mind is spinning because something didn't go your way, or you got some bad news in the media, which we get all the time these days, or whatever is the scenario. And then you're identified with this thing, and your mind is spinning. Then if you try this and you don't feel anything, you can just, because what the work does is it helps you to raise your vibration through being quiet. The more you're quiet, the more you're peaceful within yourself, the higher is your vibrations. And then things become visible. Things become accessible. You can feel it. You can touch it. And your auric field is very important. The aura actually is a very, very important part of our being, because this is the energy field that exists. This is a planet of energy. Planet Earth is a planet of energy. There's a lot of energy. You can see it when you go to the nature. You go to the mountains and you see the trees, on a nice sunny day. You see a waterfall. You get energized from it. You go to the ocean in a nice, beautiful sunny day and you just see the vibration of the ocean, the energy you get. Because this is a planet of energy. So the energy is already here. And we're made out of energy. Even though we seem like this is a matter, but it's dense energy that it seems to be matter, the body. It's tight. But it's dense energy. And as the energy loses its density, then we have the auric field, this energy field, which is around you. And everything has an aura on this planet. Everything has an energy field around it. Now, what happens is when emotionally we get damaged, basically, or physically we start having some health issues, and normally there is an abnormality in the auric field. The energy field that you have around you depends and depend whether it's huge or it's smaller, you know, whether it's vibrating and it's expanding and contracting, some damages may happen to it. And it loses its pattern, because an auric field pattern is like dropping a stone on a flat pond where you have a swimming pool and there's no wave on it, and you drop a stone in it, and then all of a sudden it creates these ripples, and the ripples, these waves, are going like this way. They're going out from all over. And auric field is like that. The waves, the aura is wavy, and it's going expanding outwardly. Now, when there's problems, is that what happens is, rather than this energy field is going round and equally going out, it's running into itself. It's going different directions, or maybe it's not complete, and there's gaps and holes in it. As we learn how to touch, feel our own auric field, we also find holes and gaps in it, and we learn how to make it complete, how to put it back together. You can try it right now. You're going to feel it. It's very simple, you know, because we did the work. Bring your hands. Either you can bring it this direction or you can bring it this direction, whichever is comfortable for you. You can change directions, whatever. Just simply feel. You bring, we'll try this. Bring your hands close and just kind of go around and just feel. Feel the field around you. You can feel it. Literally, you can touch it with your hands. And then if there's an area, let's say in this area, you can look at me for a moment. Let's say there's an area that your hand goes kind of like sinks in there. So there's a hole here, because this part, it's holding up and this one is going down. So that means there's a hole in an area. So you can fill it up. You can work it. You can work it. You can just fill it up. And then you just start feeling this. You can feel it. So when abnormality happens, it happens in the auric field. And when we learn and get tuned in, which needs training, yeah, of course, you know, we need to be trained correctly, because this is not something that they taught us when we were children. They forced us to go to school and study boring subjects that we weren't really interested in for hours and hours, for years and years. So we didn't learn about our natural inheritance, our abilities, and what we're made out of. But now, as adults, we're becoming aware of these things, and we want to learn about our own nature. So, you know, people think like, if you learn how to feel touch and restore your auric field, it's woo-woo, or you have to be a healer or whatever. You don't have to be a healer to learn about very basic things of our own self. To learn about activating your own third eye and using your psychic abilities and enhancing your psychic abilities. You don't have to be a healer. You just have to be a human being. You know, you don't have to be a healer to learn how to fix things within your own auric field. It's just basic things. If you cut your hand, your arm, what do? You clean it, you put some alcohol on it, and you put a Band-Aid on it. Or you put some collider silver or something like that. You don't have to go to healing school to learn that. You don't have to go to healing school to learn that you need to brush your teeth 2 times, 3 times a day. This is maintenance work that we learn. But we don't learn about these things. Nobody teaches about these things. But these are really vital, important things in our lives of how to be balanced. Mental, spiritual, and emotional balance is the most important thing that we have to learn in this life. But what do? They bring us up to age 18, 19, send us to the wars, or they make you get married and have kids and you have no idea what the hell you're doing. Or you go to some school and learn blah, blah, blah. Most of the stuff you learn is useless. You have to memorize them and you don't even remember what you memorize. You don't remember any of it. And then they force you out there to chase about making money. Yeah, I mean, yes, they're making a living, of course, is very important. But what about being balanced human beings? What about having tranquility? What if we help our children to grow up so they're not emotionally damaged? So they don't feel like they're not loved. They don't feel like they're abandoned. So they don't feel like they're abused. Those are important things. So, and learning about our own natural abilities that God has given us. We were born with these things. These are very important things. So, it's very important that we learn these things, do simple things. And it's amazing that when you learn very simple things of how to feel, touch, and restore your auric field, and all of a sudden you see things starts changing rapidly in your life. Your body starts to change. All of a sudden you start losing excess weight. A lot of weight we're carrying. All of a sudden your face starts to clear up, wrinkles starts disappearing. You're not getting angry over things easily. You know, you're not having anxiety. You feel very different. You can sleep a lot better. You know, it's unbelievable. There's thousands of different things that starts to change in your life when you learn a simple thing. That you learn how to restore your auric field. But you go to Dr. Jones is not going to teach you these things. He's going to give you some pills. And what do the pills do to you? It's just going to damage your liver, or it's going to mask the problem. It's not going to get rid of your problem. It numbs you. So we need to become our own doctor. We need to become our own guru. We need to learn tranquility and balance and inner peace. If you don't do it yourself and learn it, no one else is going to teach you. Your parents didn't teach you that. They didn't know how to do it because they learned stuff from their parents and their parents. The school's not going to teach you this. The army's not going to teach you that. You have to learn it on your own. You got to teach yourself. And something down deep inside you is looking for the truth. You don't know the truth. You have it inside yourself, but it's masked. And now you're looking for it. You know it's there, but you're searching for it. So you come to the right place. We're all at the right place right now. We're together here, right now. We want to set things straight and come back to recognizing our divine self and recognizing who we are. Recognizing who you are And you're not this little itty bitty thing who's desperate and needy, and it's ugly. When we forget who we are, we're ugly. We're needy. You're a beggar. You're begging for a little bit of attention. Oh, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Look at me. Look at me. You know, we become ugly and small and needy. But when we remember who we are, when we come back to ourselves, and we realize that you are the divine self, you are Her Majesty, you're one with the entire universe. And you come back and you remember your natural inherited powers that comes from heart, comes from love, comes from being centered. And you start remembering these things. You're coming back home, then you're no longer needy. Then you're no longer looking for someone to rescue you or to fix you. And you're not begging for it, because you're finding it within yourself. It's here. It's always been here. The feeling of realizing that you're complete, coming to this realization that you're whole, you're complete. Nothing is missing. I mean, just one moment, be with me and come to this place. That you are complete. Don't let your mind tell you, oh no, that's not possible. I hear the thought comes and says, oh no, but you know, but this happened, but I don't want to hear the story. Put your story away, please. Put your story away. We're not interested in your story, because I got a lot of stories for you too. I've had 5 near-death experiences, and I got a lot of stories for you. So let's put the stories away, but just come back to this place. Come back to yourself. Come back to your center. You can feel it. Put your hands, bring your hands close. You don't even have to put it on yourself. Bring your hands close to your being and just feel. Feel yourself. And just see what happens. Smile comes on your face. You automatically begin to smile. And I didn't even give you some candies or pizza or ice cream or chocolate. All I said is meet yourself. And you're already smiling. You're crying. You're happy. Because you're meeting yourself. Your divine self. The juice. The beauty. The love. You. Here. Right now. And you can do you can do a Mickey Mouse version of I love myself to top it off. You can just hold yourself in this moment, be with yourself, acknowledge your being, your divine being, acknowledge your beauty. What a beautiful being you are. What great qualities you have. Just bring your attention on all your goodness, all the good things that you do, and the care and the love that you have in your heart. Bring your attention on that. Forget about what's going on in the world. Forget about Forget about the injustice in the world. Just come back here. Forget about what your ex did or your daddy did or your Forget about these things. Come back here. Come back to yourself. Come and meet yourself in this moment. Put everything away and just meet yourself. Come back to the love of yourself. And repeat after me. We're going to do the Mickey Mouse version of I love myself. Okay? I live close to Disneyland. So so repeat after me. I love myself. I love myself. You can put the sound. I love everybody. I forgive myself. I forgive everybody.
Everybody.
Because I'm love. Because I'm life. Because I'm good.
Because I'm good.
That's why I love myself.
That's why I love myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
I say yes to love.
Say yes to love.
Yes to love.
Yes to love.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes to love. Yes. Give it to me, baby. Pour it in. You know, the God is here. Just open your heart. Open the curtains. Open the windows to the light. And just receive. It's here. You don't have to go anywhere for it. You're just here right now. It's yours. It's here. It's yours. Just shower me with blessings, my Lord God, my beloved, myself. It's here. It just pours in. All you have to do is just get out of the story and just be available. It's here already. You don't have to do anything for it. Just receive. All you have to do is tell yourself, I love myself. Be silly. So what? You know, so what? Who cares what people say or think? You are an adult and you have to be serious and blah, 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 blah. You know, who cares? Who gives a damn what people think? Be childlike, have fun, enjoy yourself, be playful, and receive the love and feel it here. And it automatically, it does the miracle. This is what heals you. This is what heals the planet. This is what heals our brothers and sisters, our parents, and people around us. Not anything else. And this is what we learn. When I do a fifth dimensional, like this coming weekend, this Saturday, I'm having a third eye activation, and we're going to learn how to feel, touch, and restore the auric field down in Irvine, Southern California, an hour away from LA. I'm having an all-day workshop. And when we're doing the workshops, and those of you who've been with me, a part of our workshop is having fun. We laugh, we dance, we're silly. We have joy. And our hearts open up. When your heart opens up, that's how healing happens. People come to me and say, oh, Zarathustra, heal me, heal me. Da, 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 da. I, as a person, I don't have any healing powers. I can't heal anybody. You heal yourself. What I do is I open up the field. I bring you back to your heart. I help you meet yourself. You become quiet and calm, and you sink into your own heart, and you meet your own divine, beautiful self. And that's how you get healed. Healing comes from self-love, self-joy. Healing comes that when the mind becomes quiet, because coming back to our own heart, coming back to our own joy, coming back to love is tranquility. And a human being who's balanced is healed. Abnormalities and issues happen when we're not balanced. We're off of our center. And we're identified with the world. Our identification goes to the different place, something which is not true. And we come off of our own balance. But when you're balanced and you come back to your own center, that's where the healing takes place. It's not like somebody has this magical powers and they can do da 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 da. Yeah, I have access to the unified field of consciousness. I have access to this energy field. But having access to this energy field is because I've come to balance. I've come to love myself. And I've come to centeredness, and my mind has gone into silence. But this is not anything you cannot do. This is not something that is exquisite and special to one person or one saint or one prophet, and nobody else on this planet can come to that place. This is available to all of us, to all of you. I invite you to join me. I invite you to come to this place. I invite you to come to the kingdom of heaven, which is yours, which is within yourself. Home. Come home with me. You guys, do you have any questions? Let's see what's going on. I'm going to check out the
does fluoride affect the pineal gland, and how does that work?
Does fluoride?
Affect the pineal gland?
Yes. Fluoride.
I mean, people always say that, but that's really, really true.
Yeah, fluoride calcifies the pineal gland. That's why they put it in our toothpaste and they dump it in the water and use it as a preservative in our food. So it does. But we can decalcify the pineal gland if we do the work. And that's why I created the 6-step third eye activation meditation DVD, which is, it's active meditations, and you're watching the DVD. We're doing it together. So as if I'm just there in front of you. And the whole purpose of these meditations that I've created is to bring light through the breathing exercise and through the active meditation that we do to bring light to pineal gland. And as you bring light to pineal gland, it decalcifies it. Yes, we want to avoid stuff that they feed us to calcify pineal gland. But luckily, thank God, there are methods that we can use through active meditations. And also, if you have a chance and you can come to any of my workshops, wherever, whether I'm in an expo or I'm doing a workshop, is that a part of everything I do work is to send a very strong energy wave to the pineal gland to decalcify, to activate the pineal gland, to get it going. And so that's one of the reasons that we have this retreat, or I like my workshops to, or I like to have my people to me. If I can have someone to me more than a day or two, I mean, it's always nice to have someone to me more than a few hours. If we have the retreat in auric, for example, we're going to be together for 10 days. It means I'm able to bring your vibrations in such a high frequency for 10 days, and I can keep you there and continuously blasting into the pineal gland, sending energy wave into the pineal gland and getting all the calcification broken down. And that's why when we're doing the work, a lot of you start hearing cracks in your pineal gland. You hear cracks in your head. Like, it's because pineal gland starts to decalcify. So, yeah, if when I'm in your town, your city, your country, come to the expo, come to my booth, or come to one of my workshops, and I'm always more than happy to give you a Shakti pod, a jolt of energy to the pineal gland. If you don't have access to me, we do the work through the webinar. If you want to purchase one of my DVDs, and the DVD, it's an active meditation, and it's designed to activate and help you keep open your third eye. So let's see.
What happens, or how do you know when the third eye is open?
Okay, someone's asking what happens, or how do you know your third eye is open? Oh, you will know your third eye is open. It's like when you're pregnant and you're 6 months pregnant. You're 7 months pregnant. You don't need anybody to tell you you're pregnant. You know it very well. So when the pineal gland, the third eye starts to open up, you just know things. You start knowing things without even trying. You look at somebody, you see their auric field. You look at somebody, you know their story. You may be able to look inside someone's body and see what's going on. You look into their psyche and you see what's going on. Your telepathic ability enhances. You can send messages and receive messages, because pineal gland has a large amount of calcite microcrystals. These are transmitters and receivers. So also, when you start activating your third eye is the pineal gland. Because when they dissected the pineal gland, they cut through it, they realized that it has a lens, a retina, and a cornea. The gland, the pineal gland. So we have 3 eyes, really. That's why they call it the third eye, the all-seeing eye. So, and when it opens up, all of your abilities, your psychic abilities starts to enhance. If you're a channeler, let's say some of you may be doing channeling work, or you're psychic, you're medium. And if your third eye opens up, or as it's opening up, your ability starts to enhance drastically. Let's say you do healing work. Again, as your third eye is opening up, you're becoming a much bigger channel of energy, because a healer, a true healer, knows that he or she is a channel of energy. It's not a person who does healing. They're channeling the energy that is here, existence, going through them, and does the healing work. So as your third eye opens up, you turn into a much bigger conduit of energy. Also, as your third eye opens up, your spiritual experiences start to enhance. You have visitation sometimes from other beings. Messages come, they come in your dreams, or they may manifest in front of you. Things may just come to you, whatever you need, you need something, boom. Things starts to happen and come in your life. You come into synchronicity with life and existence. Things fall into pieces for you. Or even if they fall apart, you have no resistance to something falling apart or breaking away. You have found harmony, tranquility, and balance. And also, most importantly, as your third eye opens up and you start to see the all-seeing eye, you begin to realize your oneness. You begin to realize your connectedness with everything. You feel like you're one with everything in existence. You start seeing it. You start feeling it. And in that, you lose your fear. You lose your anxiety and fear of this world that is hostile, it's aggressive, it's unknown, and you don't know what's going to happen. But once you start feeling oneness with it, then you're not afraid of it anymore. So you will know, my friend. Oh yeah, the Newsweek article. This is some interesting things happen. We're coming to the end of our time. Something very interesting happened, and there's this magazine called Radiance interviewed me a couple months ago, and in May they put out this publication. So they put me on the front cover of this magazine called Radiance. So, and they also have a temple. It's called Temple of Light. And that's where I'm going to have, on Saturday, I'm doing the third eye activation and auric third eye activation workshop, as well as how to feel, touch, and restore the auric field in Temple of Light. But as this magazine got published, the Newsweek, I don't know if you all know the Newsweek magazine. This is the Newsweek.
Sylvie found it on the newsstand and took a picture for us. Sylvie Martinez.
Yeah, one of my our sisters, Sylvie, she saw the Newsweek magazine, which came out this month. May, end of May. So it's a special edition. And then guess what? Look at this. And who is this guy?
Young Zarathustra.
This is a picture of me from 17 years ago in Sedona, Arizona. I'm doing a third eye activation. Can you see it? Can you go see it? Yeah. So 17 years ago in Sedona, Arizona, I'm doing a third eye activation in a private house. Somebody takes my photo, and 17 years after, it shows up on Newsweek magazine. I don't know. How did this happen? Somehow it happened. So just wanted to share that with you. Shishi asked me to share this with you.
Show and tell, we call it in America. Show and tell in kindergarten. Kids bring something to share.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we're coming to the end of our broadcast. It's a pleasure to have you with me. Fifth Dimensional Academy of Higher Consciousness. We try to broadcast every Tuesday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 19 to 20:30 the European time. So the next academy is going to be next Tuesday. I believe that's Tuesday the 20th, correct?
Right.
June 20th. And the following academy, I think it's going to be on Monday the 26th, I believe, because I think on June 27th, I will be flying to Sweden because I have my 10-day retreat in auric, which a number of you are going to be joining me, and I'm looking forward to reunite with all of you. My good friend, brother Baramji, excellent, incredible Sufi musician, will be joining us, and we'll be in auric, Sweden, as of July 3rd to July 12th. So I know some of you have already registered, and I look forward to seeing you there. I think we still have 1 spot or 2 spots left. I'm not sure. I need to check this out with Pia from Sweden. But anyway, we'll meet next Tuesday. And then I will make an announcement about our next Academy time. Now, we have a few moments left. Is anybody has any questions? If you do, you either can ask me now, or you're welcome to write to us. Our email is info@fifthdimensionalhealing.com. My website is Zarathustra.tv, and we have an open Facebook group that you're welcome to join in. And if you have any questions, you can write to us and ask your questions, and we'll do our best to answer it. Now, there is a question came up. Let me see what this question is. Okay. Very well. Stay in your centered. Don't fall into the world of the chaos. Just remember who you are. Come back to this place. Especially in this time. If we want to help the world, if we want to bring peace and tranquility to the world, then the number one thing we need to do is to find peace and tranquility within ourselves. We need to find inner peace. So we become peaceful within ourselves. And once we find this place, peace within ourselves, then it emanates and it transfers to other people in the world. So this is an inner job. We work on ourselves. We make ourselves become peaceful. Not the appearance of peace. Not like we appear to be very peaceful, but inside we're in a turmoil. No. We work on ourselves. We come to this place that we have a very quiet mind, and we love ourselves. We recognize our divinity. We recognize and we're whole and complete, and there is nothing wrong with us the way we are right now. And we love ourselves and accept ourselves. So when we do that and the mind becomes quiet, then you dive into silence. You dive into inner peace. And then it reflects on the world. This is the first thing we do. We do not look for peace in the other world because it doesn't exist. It's an illusion. It's temporary. We work on ourselves and we find peace within ourselves, which is permanent and it's always here. And love is our true nature. So let's remember that and let's implement that in our lives and let's make that our practice. I love you all. Send you my blessings and look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Tune in and join me. Namaste.